at his return slew, not unwarned of his own dreadful end by us. For we commanded Hermes down the watchful Argicide, who bade him fear alike to slay the king or woo the queen. For that Atreides' son Orestes, soon as grown mature, and eager to assume his sway imperial, should avenge the deed. So Hermes spake, but his advice moved not Aegisthus, on whose head the whole arrear of vengeance heaped, at last hath therefore fallen. Whom answered then Pallas cerulean-eyed, O Jove, Saturnian sire, o'er all supreme, and well he merited the death he found. So perish all who shall like him offend. But with a bosom anguish rent I view Ulysses, hapless chief, who from his friends remote affliction hath long time endured in yonder woodland isle, the central boss of ocean. That retreat a goddess holds, daughter of sapient Atlas, who the abyss knows to its bottom, and the pillars high himself upbears, which separate earth from heaven. His daughter there the sorrowing chief detains, and ever with smooth speech insidious seeks to wean his heart from Ithaca. Meantime Ulysses, happy might he but behold the smoke ascending from his native land, death covets. Canst thou not, Olympian Jove, at last relent? Hath not Ulysses oft with victims slain amid Achaea's fleet thee gratified, while yet at Troy he fought? How hath he then so deep incensed thee, Jove? To whom the cloud-assembler god replied, What word hath passed thy lips, daughter beloved? Can I forget, Ulysses? Him forget, so noble, who in wisdom all mankind excels, and who hath sacrificed so oft to us, whose dwelling is the boundless heaven? Earth-circling Neptune, he it is whose wrath pursues him ceaseless for the Cyclops' sake. Polypheme, strongest of the giant race, whom of his eye Ulysses hath deprived. For him Thoosa bore, nymph of the sea from Phorcys sprung, by ocean's mighty power, impregnated in caverns of the deep. Ere since that day, the shaker of the shores, although he slay him not, yet devious drives Ulysses from his native isle afar. Yet come, in full assembly his return contrive we now, both means and prosperous end. So Neptune shall his wrath remit, whose power in contest with the force of all the gods exerted single, but can strive in vain. To whom Minerva, goddess azure-eyed, O Jupiter, above all kings enthroned, if the immortals ever blessed ordain that wise Ulysses to his home return, dispatch we then Hermes the Argicide, our messenger hence to Ogygia's isle, who shall inform Calypso, nymph divine, of this our fixed resolve, that to his home Ulysses, toil-enduring chief, repair. Myself will hence to Ithaca, meantime his son to animate, and with new force inspire, that, the Aeaeans all convened in council, he may instant bid depart the suitors from his home, who day by day his numerous flocks and fatted herds consume. And I will send him thence to Sparta forth, and into sandy Pylus, there to hear, if hear he may, some tidings of his sire, and to procure himself a glorious name. This said, her golden sandals to her feet she bound, ambrosial, which o'er all the earth and o'er the moist flood waft her feet as air. Then, seizing her strong spear pointed with brass, in length and bulk and weight a matchless beam, with which the Jove-born goddess levels ranks of heroes, against whom her anger burns, from the Olympian summit down she flew, and on the threshold of Ulysses' hall in Ithaca, and within his vestibule apparent stood. There, grasping her bright spear, Mentes she seemed, the hospitable chief of Taphos Isle. She found the haughty throng, the suitors. They before the palace gate with ivory cubes sported.